Let's go live and see what happens.
Yeah,
Go
they can
in.
hear you after you go live. They
Yeah.
can't hear you. Let's go live and see if they can hear us from before we were live.
Why is it saying video unavailable? What? Hold on. Mother trucker. Hold on.
There it is. It says it's live.
But it's saying video unavailable on my end. Let's see. Why is this happening? What's happening? God damn it. Why does this always happen? Shit. Hold, please. Do you see us? Oh. I guess they see us. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. I gotta refresh my end. Hold on. Because it's saying unavailable on my end. Hold on. Hold on. Hold, please. Who knows?
Bush League.
Bush League. Ivy League teens. I don't know what the hell's happening right now. Are we good? Let's see. Loading. Yes, okay. Hello, Tobacco of YouTube being a shithead. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 7 of What's Your Story. And of course, I've got a very, very special guest today. You might see me on a couple shows once in a while. Mr. Vapor Swaggins, how you doing, man?
Hello, Coon Sauce. Thank you for having me. And 7 is one of my lucky numbers and favorite numbers, so I didn't even realize that. So thank you for being so thoughtful to have me on.
Is there an echo? Is there an echo? Why is there an echo? Echo, okay. How about now? Can you guys hear me now? The desktop audio is coming through, so I turned that all the way down. Oh, shit.
You're echoing, and then you stop for literally half a second. You say, all right, how about now? Is it any better? Like,
I don't know what's happening.
do anything?
I didn't do shit.
Time will fix this problem.
Time will always tell. Okay. Let's see. Turn this down, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Is there still
You're the one
echoing?
echoing, it's not me.
And Swags is whispering. Okay, why am I echoing?
Don't turn desktop audio down because that's my audio. Your audio is the one that's echoing.
Oh, why is it? Okay.
It's okay. If it still echoes, I'll just do all the talking. It's only 30
I
minutes.
didn't set it up
Talk to my
15
grandma for
minutes before.
longer.
I didn't set it up 15 minutes before I went live. It was set up. And, it was working last time I did this, so.
Wait, you started setting up 15 minutes before the show and it was all good?
Yeah, everything was fine. Echo? No? I don't know. What is happening? Because my Bluetooth, the snowball is going through, and then my audio input capture is going through. So I wonder if it's going off of both of those. Maybe. Maybe if I remove the snowball? Let's try this. Hold on. Hold on. Hold, please.
Turn up the volume, Frames.
Hold on. Let's try this. That's a little better. Hold on.
It's okay, guys. We have plenty of time.
Hopefully. Echo gone? Yes. No more echo? Yes. X1 for... I don't know. I turned my snowball down.
Turn your snowball down.
The volume.
Good. Just make a mental note for next time. That way you know the fix.
I guess, yeah. Okay.
Cool.
It's not a show of mine if there isn't some kind of audio or technical difficulty. So, so yeah, welcome. Thank you for coming on, Swags, and thank you everybody that decided to join in chat. Okay. Sounds like Mowgli's saying echo.
Echo's gone, bro. The echo's gone.
Okay.
We're good.
We're good. See, you're here to keep me on track. Swags is way too quiet. How about I try turning him all the way up to the top? And so we should be good.
Okay.
There we go.
All
okay,
right.
No more bullshit happening. Welcome to episode 7 of What's Your Story. And yeah, this is going to be interesting because whenever me and Swags are talking, shit just gets out of hand sometimes, and we usually go way off topic the way it should be.
Yes.
I guess. But we're going to try to do our best to stay in a little bit of a line here, but who knows? It might veer off. It might rear end somebody. I don't know.
Oh.
I was doing it in car situations.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys know what the show's about. I bring people on to have them share their vaping story with everybody. It's because it's a good thing for people to hear, and it's something that will help motivate others. So, that's why I brought Swags on. He's on 3 other shows. He has his name out there in the vape community. So that's why I brought him on. He's my brother pretty much, and I want to have family on here. Like I've had James on here. I want to have all the Ohmies on here at one point. So Swags is the next one in line. So Swags, why don't you take it away? What are you vaping on, my friend?
Yeah, thanks for that, Poon Sauce. I think of you as a brother as well. Just a much younger brother. Happy belated 19th birthday, by the way.
Oh my God.
I'm really happy to hear that you finally got your license and you went to prom. So I'm really happy for all those good things going on in your life. And to continue on a positive note, let's start off with my buffet. First of all, I'm vaping on the Stratum Zero 21700 MOSFETted tube with the flavor RDTA on top. And I was actually just getting my wicks wet while I was showing that off. There is a method to the madness. And inside of that, we have my ADV.
Or ADD.
I do have ADD, but that's neither here nor there. Secondly, I'm vaping on the Stratum V4. It's an SX chipped regulated mod. And on top of that, I have the Dwarv 22, the mouth to lung, and it's got the Steam Tuners top fill kit on it because the other caps look sexy but it's a pain in the ass because you have to literally unscrew them every time. And then the chimney, this is like old school vaping. It's like the chimney, you can only put juice in as high as the chimney. Fatal flaw.
Yeah.
And inside of that, I have Tango Melon. Because I'm an addict. And last but not least, I have the Stratum Delrin, which is another SX chipped regulated mod. And on top of that, I have the Integra RTA by VWM, Vapeware Mods. This is by KHW, and the flavor is by Adrian Yu. And inside of that, I also have Tango Melon. Sorry for all the diversity. I know it got confusing, but that's me. Back to you, Poon Sauce.
Okay. What do I got? First of all, I got my Black Copper Dreamer with the Rebirth by Mike Vapes. I got the DHD chop top on there. And inside of there, I got some Jam Monster Grape. Hopefully going to be finishing this off this weekend. That's what I'm going to at least attempt to do. Next, I got the AF mod by Alliance Tech with the Ghoul on top of there. Just random 810 drip tip. And then inside of that boy, I got some Rounds Apple Kiwi. Some delicious stuff, very steeped. Which, if you know me, I live that steeped life. Next, I got the Warlock's Hammer with the Warrior on top of there. And then inside of there, I got some Guerrilla Warfare .270. And then, let's see, two more. I got my Cartel Revenant with the gear. And then inside of there, where's the bottle? There you are. Got some Nazo by Transistor.
Nazo.
It's so good. It's like one of it's like the perfect summer vape for me.
What's the flavor profile?
It's grapefruit with sugar sprinkled on top. It's delicious.
It's good for the brain.
And then finally, my go-to, my never leaves my side or in eyesight. By Aspen Motko, my Monarch Tormund. With the Recoil Rebel on top of there. And inside of there, I got some Foster by Transistor. And that's a Bananas Foster.
This stream is not sponsored by Transistor.
No, it is not.
Well, you're on their sponsored team, aren't you?
Yeah, but the show's not sponsored by them.
Well, you're sponsored, so therefore you're sponsored.
He just supports me for whatever I do. So
you're a great dude. You deserve to be supported because you give them a lot of support. Hey, I wouldn't even have experienced the most amazing juice of all juices ever made ever. And someone said in the chat, there are other juices. No, there are not. And you have Poon Sauce to thank for my stance on that. Sorry for cutting you off.
Hey, I just suggest what I like, and it created a monster.
Dude, I can tell you, I got all this shit on my desk, and I'm vaping all of it, but it's just not in what I'm vaping right now. There's other juices. Look, there's 2 IVC juices. There's Jew House and Bubs. And then we got this one by Metal Coil Vapes. It's or the Flavor Shop. It's Pink Seed. Got a bunch of different shit.
I love his labels on that stuff. So classy.
Nice.
So
very nice.
So yeah, that's what I'm vaping on. And so why don't we just get on into it? Looks like Uncle Chris finally showed up.
Uncle Chris.
Oh, that's what you sound like.
Carl?
Carl! Okay, so back on track. First of all, my first question always goes to all of my guests down here is, how long were you a smoker for?
Cool. I'm really glad that you didn't tell me any of these questions beforehand. That way I could be surprised and, ready to go off the bat. I like it that way. You know my style, so thank you for that. Know your audience, and I'm your audience, so thank you for being spontaneous. I actually vaped for 12 years before I quit.
Okay, so what was the age how old were you when you first started smoking?
When I first started actually smoking, I was 17. I remember my brother, I came home from school one day and my brother was on the deck or was in the kitchen. He's like, hey, come have a cigarette with me. And I was like, I've never smoked before. And obviously I'm embellishing here because you think I can remember word for word what happened? This is called a paraphrase, if you will. Paraphrase. And so anyways, we went out on the back deck and smoked a cigarette. I did it a few more times with him. I remember asking him the question, being amazed, being like, how do you smoke it so fast? Because it used to take me forever and he'd be done with his Marlboro Lights. That's what it was. My first cigarette was a Marlboro Light, and that's how it started.
Were you younger than that when you when you're young, you tried that first puff of the cigarette? Were you 17 when you first tried cigarettes, or were you?
No, this is the thing too. I grew up, my family, everybody smoked. I remember going to my aunt's house and everybody smoked. And she used to have this lighter that was like a Marlboro Reds box. It looks like a Marlboro Reds box, but it was a lighter. And I used to think that was so cool. Mm-hmm. And I loved the smell of cigarettes. The smell off of the first light of a cigarette, that smell. I loved that growing up. I grew up around it anyways. So I remember at my mom's graduation from getting her bachelor's degree, I remember my brother was outside smoking, trying to hide it from my mom, my older brother. And he flicked it onto the ground and they all went inside, and I went over and I remember picking it up and hitting it. That's all I remember. I don't remember if it was spectacular or what the experience was, to be honest.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I asked this question for a reason. I wonder see if everybody in chat notices why, because it's for me to show people out there that everybody that I've had on the show, they started smoking before the legal age that you're able to. So to me, it doesn't matter if you make it 18 or older for smoking or vaping or T21. The key thing is people are going to still find their ways to get their hands on it. Every guest on my show.
Yeah, you knew the gas station that would sell to you.
Every guest on my show started before the age of 18. People start, an average one I would say is 13 to 15 years old. That's a scary sight because of how easily accessible it is to people. So showing that T21 or anything like that is not going to make a difference. It's going to be one of those things to where people are going to still be able to get their hands on it no matter what. I mean, if the 18 or older thing has been a thing for 20, 30 years, and people were still getting it before they were of legal age. So with this whole everybody going T21 thing, I don't think it's going to make a difference. People are going to still try to get their hands on cigarettes. People will get their hands on cigarettes, and people that want to get their hands on vapor products will be able to get their hands on it. It's just how it is. It sucks because it's ruining our industry, but it's going to happen. It shows. It's just the same thing with smoking. It's what I feel about it, and I want everybody to realize that it's not going to make a difference. So, with the whole T21 thing, that we can do what we can, but as long as we're spreading the message of only do it when it's legal, and like when you're of age to do it, otherwise you have no reason to. You shouldn't be doing it because it's a fashion trend. You shouldn't be doing it because your friends did it. So that's what I feel about it.
Yeah, and it's a serious thought to have, and good points made. Thank you, Poon Sauce. As an aside, OhmMyLanta corrected me. It is Jewett House, not Jew House, but I am a Jew and this is in my house, so technically it could very well be that. So it was a mistake, my bad, but it kind of works.
Definitely. Okay, so on to my next point I was gonna make. So you started smoking fully at the age of 17 years old. Yep. And you said you smoked for, what was it, 18 years? I think
12.
12 years. Okay. I was off. Yeah. Really off. See how my memory is? Yeah, it's not that good. So 12 years. What'd you say was the main thing that kept you smoking? Where did you go? You just did it for a fashion sense, or did you do for just the feeling of it? What was the main thing that kept you smoking?
I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed smoking. By the way, I'm predicting the future. My wife is about to buzz in, and I'm gonna have to get her, unlock the door for her. So I may need a minute to go unlock the door for her because I drove her Prius home from my parents.
That's fine.
She wanted to stay. Now you guys know all the info.
Okay, well, yeah, whatever works, man. Do what you gotta do.
Cool. So, I have to do that right now.
Okay, well then.
All right, I'll be right back.
Go ahead and do it. I'm just gonna shout out a couple people in chat right now because since Swaggy walked away for a sec, I am good. He forgot to take his headset off. Okay, let's go to the top of chat and say hi to everybody. So we got Charlie here first. Charlie, what's up, man? Thank you for coming in. We got Jake Freeman. Thank you. What's going on, man? We got Mr. Frames, Janklin Vapor. Hello. My own me, my buddy, my brother. How you doing? Stan, of course. What do you mean, boo? Don't you boost. Stan, what the hell are you doing? Come on. And let's see. We got James again, Jake. We got Tony Mitchell. What's going on? How you doing, sir? I feel like I just talked to you because I did. And then we got Mr. OhmMyLanta, another Ohmie, another brother. And we got Texas Cloud Town. If you haven't checked out his Texas Vape Chili that was on last night, you should definitely go check it out because
I love really chili.
Fun. Oh, Swags is back. That was a quick buzzing. Very quick buzzing.
It was a very light rap at the door. I guess she was able to get in. So
it's just a light claw.
Yeah. Hey. Sorry for that. That was unprofessional of me, but I forgot that I had to do that.
Hey, what you gotta do, man. I'm not worried about it. So, on to the next thing. So, you smoked for 12 years. What was your first... How'd you get introduced to vaping?
How did I get introduced to vaping? In 2010, a buddy of mine, I remember this because it was a going away dinner with some of the people that I'd worked with. I was a lifeguard at the YMCA throughout college, and I was getting ready to move to Spain to work for a company for a year. And we were at Chili's, and we were sitting at the table, and I remember my buddy taking out what it was very similar to like a blue e-cigarette, but it wasn't a blue. And he took it out, and he was trying to quit, and he was vaping it, and I tried it, and I was like, not about it. Yeah. And so that was my first experience. And then I actually, for the company I was working for, couldn't smoke. So I quit for that year. Like I didn't smoke that year. And then I came home, and the first thing I did was buy a pack of cigarettes. And so then fast forward to like 2012, I actually got a blue e-cigarette and tried it, and it was awful. So I went back to smoking. And the original question was what got me to stop.
Well, what introduced you to vaping?
That's what introduced me to it. Were those two things, and then everything else, like I saw online of like the actual vapors vaping and stuff, was like all the vapors or douchebags kind of videos or whatever. I never had a feeling either way about it, but I just knew that I was a smoker.
Yeah, definitely. So with that, you were introduced to it, so you weren't really feeling it, so then you kind of went back to smoking. So were you ever a dual user to where the point where you were vaping, but you were also smoking at the same time, trying to?
Yes. So fast forward to 2014, and I got a Vapor 5 pen. Actually, how I got the real time when I made the choice to actually vape, how I got into it is my buddy was a police officer and he needed to not smoke. So he was dipping. And then he wanted to get off the dip. So I was like, dude, you should try vaping, you know, and I helped him find his first vape. And I knew nothing about vaping really. I'd never vaped. And he went on to vape. I was just like, here, you can vape. I can still smoke. So I smoked and I had thought nothing of it. But then I met him for his engagement party dinner or whatever. We went out to have a smoke and I was smoking and he had his Vapor 5 pen and I tried it and I was like, you know what, for some reason it just clicked. I was like, I need to get one of these. So I bought one, got 24 milligram freebase, and it was really throaty and it got me fucking nick sick, but I was like, I'm going to try and quit. And then I wound up dual using for a while with that until I played video games, World of Warcraft to be exact, with some guys, and I mentioned how I vaped or tried to vape, and they were like, you have to build your own coils, you have to do this, you have to do that, and I was just like, they threw me right into it. Like I never sub-ohm vaped, or like sub-ohm tanks weren't a thing really in 2014. I mean, there were some, but
I think they were just getting introduced.
Yeah, like the Kledo and all that stuff, like that was coming out and whatnot, but I never started that way. I started out on a K-Fun Light Klowne, which, believe it or not, was like expensive still back then. And it was on top of a Klowne Hannah 30 watt box that my buddy sent to me, and he sent me 3/4 or 3/8 inch drill bit, and I grabbed some regular tweezers and some nail clippers, and that's how I made with my 26 gauge Kanthal. I made coils and I vaped out of that for a while, and that was when I really quit. Was when I was doing that, and then I bought some more stuff like the Haze Klowne dripper was my first dripper, and I loved that experience. I never turned back after that. I never went back to tanks. I tried tanks for a while. I'm back on tanks now, obviously, but it's been that long pretty much.
Definitely. So would you say that Hannah with the K-Fun Klowne was kind of like what set it to where it's like, okay, I don't need to be smoking. Was the game changer for you, to where you were able to have that experience of not being able to need that sensation of picking up a cigarette and smoking it. You were able to have that little device in your hand that was able to have you.
It was a honker of a device, dude. It was huge. It wasn't little by any means, but that and also the ultimatum from my now wife at the time. She said she's not going to marry me if I still smoke. I need to quit by the time we say our vows. So I kind of had that in the back of my mind, but I've always been the type of person, like I went away for that year and I couldn't smoke. So I just was like, I can't smoke. Like I have the willpower to do it, but I love, like I said, what drew me to cigarettes and to keep smoking was I enjoyed it. That's it.
There's something about that sensation of smoking a cigarette, and like when you're out in like a public event or something, and we're at a bar or something. There was something about it that made it awesome.
Actually, you know what? I have my first vape that I bought for myself right behind me here. If you want me to show it.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah,
it's right here on the shelf. Hold on one second.
Oh, it's all the way up there. Oh my god!
It's this Vapor Shark RTNA 40.
Oh my god!
Old you guys.
Oh shit!
You thought that was my background, you sons of bitches. Anyways, so because we're running out of time, let's just.
No, we're not running out of time. Fuck it. If we go over, we go over. I don't care.
This mod right here in RDNA, 40 watt, and I think I had a Bellis V2 tank on top of that. At the time, so that was my first mod that I bought for myself.
That is awesome, man.
No fall. All right, yeah. So.
That was amazing. Holy crap, that was gold. See, I knew you had some surprises hidden. You were ready for something. So, you got into vaping, got you to quit smoking, which is awesome. What was your feeling, like, what was that first day like for you to where you didn't have that craving of a cigarette? I mean, do you still have that craving of a cigarette every once in a while, or do you not at all?
Not anymore. Like it's been a while now. I mean, I'm 4.5 years in, 2014, right? Wait, is that 5 years? Well, I was late 2014. Anyways, so really, I haven't craved a cigarette in forever. Like I actually like I'll smell like if I you know how your car has the two settings where it can recycle the air inside or it can pull from outside.
Yeah.
Like whenever I have that pull from outside on or whatever, and I could smell the person in front of me smoking, like I'm immediate like change the setting, like air my car out. I don't like the smell of it anymore. It makes me I don't like it. I'm like I can't believe that I smelt like that for that long.
Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
smoked. I mean, when you smoke, you don't realize it. Your like senses are dead into it, but you reek.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing too because like you never realize like when you smoked and then when you quit and then you're around people who do and you just realize that smell that they have on that odor is just so pungent and it's to where like there's times where it smells like moldy cigarettes. It's weird. It's like they smell like that have that wet cigarette smell and you're like, holy crap, did I actually smell like this?
Yeah.
It puts a whole different kind of realization into your head to where like, why did I not do this sooner?
Yeah. I mean, there were times throughout my 5 years, there were times where like, you know, I'd go out drinking at the beginning and I'd have a cigarette or my buddy would have cigarettes. I found that if at the very beginning, if I bought a pack and like smoked one out of it, like half of one and threw it out and I just left that pack. That was the last pack. People like have all this stuff where it's like they remember the day and the time and they also like they kept their pack and they kept like their first vape. Like that's the first vape I bought for myself. I didn't keep any of the stuff that my friends lent me or obviously because I gave it back or my Vapor 5 pen, like all that stuff. I wasn't nostalgic over it. Now looking back, hindsight, because I never thought I'd be where I am now, Vapor Swaggins, etc. It would have been nice to remember all those details, but like back to the point, I kept an open pack of cigarettes in my glove box in my car, and that kept me from thinking about it. I figured out that what worked for me was, you know, if I threw out the cigarettes altogether, it wasn't a temptation. I thought it would be a temptation. It was more of a temptation when I knew I didn't have any, and I would always be thinking about it in the back of my mind, like I need a pack of cigarettes, right? Just in case. So I kept that in my glove box, and it made me completely forget.
Okay, so it's pretty much like you had the situation where like, okay, I don't need to fight temptation because you had it set in your head to where it's like, okay, I always had a pack of cigarettes on me, so
yeah,
there pretty much wasn't any temptation of, okay, I'm out of cigarettes, I need cigarettes.
For me, that's how it worked, yes.
It's kind of like psyching yourself out a little bit, I guess you could say. It's like you're pretty much
reverse psychology
against yourself, which is a unique thing to do. I would surprise yeah, it's definitely
the mind is a powerful thing, my friend.
Definitely. So with that, I'm gonna go back to what the question I wanted to ask. So what was that day that you realized you woke up and you didn't have that craving of cigarettes anymore? Did you have any specific feeling, or do you remember that time specifically?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't remember being like, oh my god, I love it. Like I could tell you the time that like the first time I vaped an RDA, that haze dripper, which I have up here on a Cuboid 220. Well, actually, there's a 150, but you could upgrade it to 220. Anyways, the first time I vaped an RDA and like had a full lung full of vapor, like obviously it wasn't just like I was super chill about it and I just took a huge lung hit and was like fine. It was rough a little bit, but it was such a new experience and I loved it. Like that's when I remember I was like, I love drippers, you know? And that was at the very beginning pretty much. But I don't remember this like waking up one day and being like, yeah, I'm never smoking again. Or yeah, this is going to work. Like I've just kind of seen it as this is what I do. And it's better in pretty much every way than smoking cigarettes. But I can still maintain, yes, I have a proclivity to lean towards my vice or having a vice. Right. I'm addicted to nicotine. Sorry. I'm using a lot of fancy words. I'm addicted to nicotine.
Yeah.
But more so, you know, take the nicotine out of this. Would it be an adjustment? Absolutely. But I love the vaping part. I'll take the vaping part over the nicotine. Definitely. I'm at that point after 5 years of vaping or whatever that like, I want to do this because this allows me to be able to have whatever this satisfaction is for me, that I could wean myself from the 3 milligram I'm on now to 0 milligram.
Definitely. For me, it's like when I got into it, I got it to get off hookah because I was doing hookah so much.
Yeah.
After I switched from cigarettes to hookah. And then now I don't need that urge to go smoke a shisha every night or multiple shishas a night. And then I do it now for the community factor of it, how much fun I have by just looking at new products, looking at different kinds of products that are unique, everything that is individualized to their own specific way with how it's manufactured, how it's the tinkering part of it. I love it. Or like how making different things, like making different setups match, all that kind of thing. It's more, when I grew into the hobbyist side of it, I knew I didn't need this for trying to quit smoking anymore.
Dude,
I grew into it with full intention that I was going to do it, quit, and then be done. But once I got into the community and started getting involved with the people in the community, I was like, this is unbelievable. The community that vaping has created is some of the best. I've met some of the best people I've ever met through vaping.
absolutely.
And being able to be a part of it is one of those experiences. I don't know if I'll ever stop vaping. Just I want to be a part of this community, because this community is something that
I'm not thinking that far ahead, man.
no, I don't think I will think that far ahead. But as of right now, I don't think I will ever stop, because I can't see myself without this community right now. It's one of those things where maybe 20 years down the road, I don't know. I don't know how my life will be then, but as of right now, this is the community, and vaping is what I live for. I guess you could say it's living the vape life, but with how many relationships I build with this, how many friendships I've had, lifelong friendships that I know I will have for the rest of my life, I see nothing wrong with it. That's what I feel about it. So, that being said, we're running towards the end of the show here. I wanted to kind of say a few things. I wanted to announce my 100 sub giveaway. I kind of have it figured out now to how I want to do it, so I will announce it here. You can thank Mr. Chris Snyder in chat, because he was so gracious enough to donate to my 100 sub giveaway, because I just recently hit 100 subs. Thank you to all my subscribers. I wouldn't be doing this without you guys. And so Uncle Chris decided to donate on RX 2700, still in the package, and then the iconic RDA by Mr. Mike Vapes and Vandy Vape. Full setup, RDA, and mod. All you have to do, I'm going to say this right now, all you have to do, it's very simple. I'm going to be running this giveaway till let's see what the date is. Today is the 8th. I am going to be running this till the 29th of June. So the Saturday after Showcase Houston, I'll be back at home doing my thing, and that's when I will announce the giveaway. And all you need to do to be entered in this giveaway is just go to your any of your favorite episodes that I've done, either if it's What Your Story or What's in the News Poon Sauce. Go to your favorite episode, and all you have to do is comment #DunkleCroy. That's all you need to do. I'll be keeping track of it, and at that Saturday, I will choose a winner live on What's Your Story. And yeah, it'll be fun. I might throw in a little bit of extra stuff in there with that. You never know. Do it.
Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
And Shia LaBeouf, thank you for that. So yeah, so if you guys want the chance to win an RX 2700 with an iconic, all you got to do is go into your favorite video or any video that I've posted, any live, and comment #DunkleCroy. That's it. Pretty easy. Nothing too complicated for you to do.
Yeah, Dan even spelt it out for you guys.
Yeah, that's all.
Just copy that and paste it right into a post.
That's all you need to do. Has to be your favorite one, though. I know probably all of them is going to be that 4-minute one that drives me nuts. That has.
Also, make sure you're subscribed to the channel.
Of course.
And following him on Instagram, etc. He'll be checking that. Mm-hmm. If you win, but you're not subscribed to him on YouTube, and he'll check.
Yeah.
Or following him on Instagram, then he's going to send it off to the next person.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna go somebody who deserves it, and somebody who has supported me for what I do, and I want to give back to the people that have helped make me what I am. Pretty much, like Swags is one of the people that motivated me to start this channel. All the Ohmies are the guys that pretty much got it in my head to where it's like, okay, you're gonna start doing something different, and then I took what they wanted me to do and I went with it and started doing my own thing with it.
Took
Yeah.
ownership of it. You made it yours. It may have come out of us, but you made it yours. There are a lot of good ideas that come out that aren't somebody else's. I mean, look at Ambition's Vapor, for instance. I mean, he's got a whole bunch of those. So that exists. It's out there. But you made it yours, which is respectable, and I admire you for it. You are you reading something?
I'm reading Dan's comment. So with shipping out of the state, don't worry about shipping costs. I will cover it. And yeah, nobody's gonna need to worry about shipping. I'll take care of it at my own penny. So don't worry about that. Because Chris was so gracious, I'm not gonna have somebody pay me to ship something out to him when I was given this product for free, and I want somebody. It's a giveaway. Will it affect your review?
What? In any way? Even though you got it for free, will it influence the way you review it?
I'm not a reviewer.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a reviewer. I start this channel just to talk about advocacy, and I want to talk to the community. That's what this channel is about.
Right on.
I'm not in it for reviewing. I'm not in it to get free product from anybody. Chris was just generous enough to do this.
I was just messing with you, Poon Sauce.
I know, but I'm just reiterating all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you guys remember that. Don't you forget it.
Don't you ever forget it. So again, I want to thank everybody in chat who decided to come in and hang out with us today. I want to thank Swags again for coming in and hanging out. I know he had to come home early.
Thanks for having me.
No problem, man. And he had to come home early and spend time with the family and got to hang out with the rest of his family, I guess you could say.
Yeah, bro.
So, is there anything new going on with you? Is there anything we should be looking out for with Mr. Vapor Swaggins?
There's a lot coming, but I can't talk to you about it right now.
Well, is there anything...
You'll be really excited. It's going to revolutionize the game.
Is there anything you can hint?
Yes.
Poon Sauce McNasty, YouTube channel exclusive?
Yeah. I'm going to be hosting the VF from now on my channel every other Sunday. It's going to be great. Get ready for Swaggins Season 5. That's all I got to say.
High-End Vape Forum is now going to be on Vapor Swaggins' channel.
Yep.
So watch out for that. Stan will have less content now.
He'll be forced to make his own content.
Yeah, you can force...
Not rely so heavily on, his talented counterpart.
Yeah, you can start... Because if you haven't seen his bulk review, it's pretty glorious.
Dude, actually, it is like Stan's a brilliant guy. I mean, he comes like... There's like angles and stuff in that video that are totally new and refreshing. And I'm not just blowing smoke here. Haha. Go watch it if you haven't. It's actually a really good
So
video.
X1 in chat if you think Stan should start doing some more recorded reviews. So that we
X200.
X900.
X1. All day.
All day, every day. So that's not true.
It's not true. His video isn't any good, but I mean,
oh, shots fired.
You should. You know what? He shouldn't be making that decision for you.
Shit. Yeah, it's like, don't watch it. It's just total shit. No, really, Stan, it's a good video. Definitely recommend all you.
Thank you, Uncle Chris. Cool, Poon Sauce. Why don't you take us out?
Yeah, well, okay. So, guys, thank you again for coming. Want to thank Swags again for joining. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure to tune in on Wednesday for my next episode of What's in the News Poon Sauce. Also, don't forget Monday on the Vaping with the Ohmies YouTube. Me and Swags and the rest of the Ohmies will be there. We got some special news to announce to you guys, which will be pretty cool. I'm excited for us to talk about it. And yeah, that's all I got, guys. Hope you all have a great weekend. And yeah, let's just fucking vape on, guys.
Yeah, fucking vape on, guys.
Safe.
Pizza. Up, 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 chip.